to live by the vision and the mission. Our mission statement. The Justice League of Greater Lansing, Michigan exists to repair the breach caused by the historical damage of slavery and its aftermath. In the spirit of repentance for the sin of racism, we seek to build relationships and facilitate reparations between houses of worship and collaborative partners to increase wealth equity for African Americans in the Greater Lansing area. That's our mission. This is our vision. The Justice League of Greater Lansing, Michigan has cemented our commitment to healing and becoming the beloved community by making the connection between faith and racial justice in the form of reparations. In the Greater Lansing area, reparations will be committed mainly from predominantly white houses of worship as a part of their efforts to repair the breach caused by centuries of slavery, inequality of wealth accumulation, and the failure to live into God's plan of equality for all of humanity. So we set out to focus on three main areas. Number one, to establish an endowment fund through contributions from faith-based and individual donors, as well as corporate and community-based organizations. And we've done that. Secondly, we aim to build an advisory council made up of African Americans from different sectors in the community to help manage the fund. We've also done that. And then lastly, we wanted to ensure that the funds support education scholarships, home ownership, as well as business startups. So it's so important for us to remind ourselves why we're doing this work, to make sure we're aligning with the vision and the mission at every meeting. And so that if this is your first time engaging with the Justice League, this is what our foundation is built on. And so today is momentous because not just of the integrity of the leadership and our volunteers and the congregations that are involved, but that we stay true to our vision and our mission every step of the way. So, welcome, and it's so nice to have you here. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the torch to our founder, Willie Bryan, who is the mastermind, I'd say, behind the Justice League. She brought us all together. She motivates us. She keeps us on track. And this is her vision. I was blessed with the opportunity as president of the Justice League to help shepherd this vision. So, where is Miss Willie Bryan? Okay, oh, excellent. Okay. So with that being said, let me tell you a little bit about Willie Bryan. She does what she wants. No, you know, there's a handful of people in this room that can attest to Willie's brilliance. When I think about the work that we're doing, we really focus on being solution-based, right? Reparations is this 400-year-old broken promise that we're simply trying to breathe new life into. And so Willie is very solution-based by trade. She's a retired entomologist. So I can see in some meetings where we're going after projects with a very scientific approach or a very objective approach. So I appreciate her mind. I appreciate her leadership, and it's allowed me to do some remarkable things with this organization. So as you sit, Willie, I'll have you stand, and I'll welcome you to the podium. I've been biting some time. Yeah. Yes. So I'm going to welcome you up to say a few words to our friends and family here today.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you for coming, and thank you for being patient. We are so excited to have this be our first coming to fruition project. We are doing our first allocations from the Justice League of Greater Lansing, Michigan, and we couldn't be doing a better allocation. We couldn't be happier about this opportunity to honor students and to have students be the recipients of the first allocation collected in this community from White Houses of Worship that have come to the forefront to repair the breach. And we, descendants of enslaved Africans in this country, are coming to fruition in this project, understanding that this is a community effort. It's a justice effort. It's a love effort. And we are really excited to be a part of this. And thank you for coming. Thank the students for their participation, and their the finalists who are here with us, who have gone the entire course and have come out the winners. So thank you again, and if you can hang around, talk to the students, talk to us, and we'd be happy to have that. Thank you.
All right. So next, we're going to play a video, but I'm going to share a little bit of the context of the video. So this summer, we had what's called the Mandela Washington Fellowship. It's 25 fellows that are visiting from 18 different African countries. They come to the US, and this year they were working under the umbrella of civic engagement. So some of those fellows served as, they served with the Justice League as a community partner. I shared with them the significance of today's occasion, and so they wanted to make a congratulatory video for you all. So this is a friendship, a partnership with our friends in Africa across 18 different countries that just wanted to wish you a special day. Also, Ms. Hobbs, you can come and join your peers if you'd like to in the front row. I didn't mean to call you out, but you're more than welcome to come up and join your peers, okay? All right. Elder Jones.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be?
Haley, you are the healer, creating a better world by putting patients first.
Jakayla, you are the caregiver, using compassion to heal forgotten communities.
Joseph, you are the believer, fearlessly walking in the light of God towards a brighter future.
Marvin, you are the torchbearer, the one who paves the way for others.
Anja, you're a healer, reaching people's minds, hearts, and souls, and restoring hope.
Lydia, you are a visionary, taking care of our children to ensure our future.
Olivia, you are the advocate, ready to balance the scales of society.
Zachary, you are a storyteller, ready to impact the world with your positive representation.
Nala, you are the artist, a creator of worlds we haven't even imagined yet.
Brelin, you are the change maker, building the next generation of leaders.
Joseph, I see you.
Marvin, Diagbon,
Jakayla, Nakubenga.
Zachary, Ndekona.
Lydia, Exinio.
Brelin, Kisnala.
Olivia, Ndabuola.
Nala, Kiaubona.
Anja, Aneni.
Haley, Skivik.
Welcome home.
Welcome to the Justice League!
hope you all feel special. I know the fellows were very pleased to participate in this project and wish you all um, good luck on your future and just very interested in your endeavors. Okay. Again, the Mandela Fellowship is 700 scholars come from Africa every year to the U.S., and they're spread amongst different colleges and universities, and MSU received 25, and so we got to engage with them, and it was an awesome summer. Okay, and so at this time, we're going to go ahead and present our scholarship recipients, and so I'm going to need a little bit of help. All right. Let's see if this. Okay, excellent. And so our first scholarship recipient is Miss Aja Crawford. Let's give her a round of applause. Aja graduated from Holt Senior High School, will be attending Lansing Community College, and will be majoring in psychology. Yeah, so we appreciate you. We wish you the best of luck. Willie and I had a great time just doing the meet and greet with you, and it sounds like you have a vision of your own as to what you want to do with the next steps in your life. So congratulations. Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll take a picture right here.
Okay.
And mention their essays.
The scholarship recipients will also be receiving a copy of their essay that they wrote for the scholarship application. So each student was asked to describe from their own understanding and experience what intergenerational wealth meant to them, or giving an explanation of what the racial wealth gap implied. So clearly your essay stood out, and you took a lot of time in investing into sharing your family's history, your personal history, what your hopes were for the future. And so there's a copy of your essay here on the table, and each of these essays have been given to publications in the area. So that includes Lansing State Journal, that includes City Pulse, the New Citizens Press. It also includes the Bulletin, the Chronicle. And if you're not able to find it in any of those publications, you can also visit our website, because we're going to have the essays there. So we really wanted to share with you what their stories are. Okay? Okay. All right, so next we want to welcome Miss Braylon. So Braylon graduated from Gren Ledge High School. She is attending Howard University and has a major in legal and management communication. Braylon, we appreciate you. It was great doing, again, the meet and greet with you. We wish you the best of luck at Howard. They're so blessed to have you, okay? All right. I could. All right, thank you, Ms. Braylon. And of course, we want to encourage everyone, after the event, during refreshments, to please come speak and engage with our students, okay? Okay. Excellent. And so our next recipient is Miss Jakyla Hobbs. Let's welcome Jakyla. Ms. Hobbs graduated from Hazlitt High School and is planning to attend the University of Michigan with a major in nursing. So, Ms. Hobbs, it's great to meet you. We're glad that you brought family. You really stood out to us, and we wish you the best of luck. Okay. Give it up for Miss Hobbs. We need more nurses. All right. All right. I believe Miss Haley Perkins is with us here today, and so we want to welcome Miss Haley Perkins. All right, so Miss Perkins graduated from Okemos High School, is also planning to attend Howard University, and is majoring in pre-med. So we, again, appreciate having you. I know through our meet and greet, you and Willie had some things in common just in terms of Mississippi and just her old stomping grounds and whatnot. So we're very happy to meet you, and we wish you the best of luck. Absolutely. Thank you. Mr. Pizzo. Let's welcome Mr. Joseph Pizzo. All right. Mr. Pizzo is a Big Red, graduated from Sexton High School, is planning to attend Siena Heights University, which is also where I graduated. You didn't know that. And is planning to major in pre-vet. Yeah, excellent. So, Willie, I've been doing the talking. If you want to say a couple words, okay. Well, I'll just go ahead and say we appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time to engage with the Justice League, learn about what we do and what we represent, and we wish you the best of luck. You're welcome. You're welcome. So Lansing is a small community. Mr. Pizzo's mother, Robin, who's also here with us today, was my elementary school teacher. So full circle, folks. All right, next let's welcome Miss Lydia Dingmajoke. Yes, Lydia. Let's give her a warm hand. Okay, Miss Lydia graduated from East Lansing High School, is planning to attend Central Michigan University, and has a major in biomedicine. Yes, yes. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We appreciate your time and your effort. On behalf of the Justice League, we wish you many blessings in your future, and thank you so much. You're welcome. All right. Mr. Day, it's nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. All right. Mr. Day graduated from Eaton Rapids High School, is planning to attend Michigan State University. Go Green. All right, folks. Is going to be majoring in electrical engineering. Yeah, so thank you so much for being here with us. We hope that this scholarship of $5,000 goes a long way in helping support you in your education, okay?
I will say
Yeah.
that, go ahead. I will say that I had the pleasure of literally passing Marvin's check to the financial aid office and the other two students who are going to Michigan State.
Thank you, Mr. Day. Now Noel. All right, Miss Noel graduated from East Lansing High School and is planning to attend School of the Art Institute of Chicago and is majoring in performing arts. So we are so happy to have you with us and wish you the best of luck in your creative career and all of your endeavors. And we hope, again, that this scholarship goes to support all the things that you see, fit for yourself, okay? All right. Okay. Miss Burns. Let's welcome Olivia Burns. All right, so Miss Burns graduated from East Lansing High School, is also planning to attend Michigan State University Honors College, and is majoring in psychology. Ms. Burns definitely stood out to us throughout the process, just spent a great deal of time on your essay, but also in just your knowledge base about the organization and our involvement and what we've been doing over the past 2.5 years. And we would love for all of you to remain engaged with us, throughout your professional careers and all of your endeavors. So thank you again for knowing what we do and understanding how that resonates with you, and we wish you the best of luck. Absolutely. Thank you, Ms. Burns. Mr. Barker, Mr. Zachary Barker. Zachary graduated from Okemos High School, is planning to attend Michigan State University, and will be majoring in business. Zachary, welcome. It's nice to see you and meet you in person. We wish you the best of luck with all your professional endeavors. In our meet and greet, you really shared your vision with us for your future and working in business and leveraging your resources for African Americans and so on and so forth. So we wish you the best. Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Barker. All right. And so let's give a warm round of applause for all of our scholarship recipients and their families who came out to support today. As I mentioned earlier, I read our vision and our mission statement, and part of that is to help with education scholarships. And so this is a huge accomplishment for the organization. In just such a short span of time, we've really helped our committees and our board and our advisory council stay focused. As Willie always says, keep your eyes on the prize. And so that's what we did. And so we're very, very happy to be doing this with you and for you. I'm from Lansing. I've grown up here for 34 years. And so I love the city. I love the people in the city. And I'm just happy that we're able to do this with you and for you. And we love you. That's why we're doing this. Okay? All right. At this time, we want to give a special acknowledgement to our advisory council. I'll have Willie come and share that piece.
Yes, thank you. Our advisory council, I think we have some advisory council members here with us. If you would just stand, give us a wave. Our advisory council with the Justice League. As you know, and you've seen and heard when Prince read our mission and vision statement, the model for the Justice League is that we have entered into relationships with white houses of worship to understand and transfer to African Americans who are descendants of enslaved Africans in this country in the form of reparations. Those houses of worship have met that interest. They have shared. They have labored. They're with us here today, and they are our all-volunteer team. I mean, and so that the advisory council is an all-African American council that is charged with the responsibility of communing with the African American community and making decisions about the allocations of the reparations, right? So the advisory council then is the group that has been responsible for selecting the beautiful group of young people that we have honored and made sure that we are paying into the generational, investing into the generational wealth that we want to see accomplished. And so that I want to acknowledge the group. We have a picture of all of the members. In fact, we're in the house of worship here with one of the members. Pastor Bishop Duncan is a pastor here at this church and was gracious enough to open the doors for us to come and celebrate this great occasion. We have Miss Betty Sanford, who is here with us and stood. Miss Cheryl is here with us. Cheryl, I forgot your last name. So Smith, that's it. And so the other members here, we have other pastors, other members from the business community, MSU professor, and we're grateful for the work and the time. And with this scholarship program, the late hours, the calls, the impromptu meetings, it goes on, and that group rose to the occasion. So we certainly want to acknowledge, thank them, and ask you to engage with us in this process. And that would mean meeting and being able to talk to our advisory council. Many of our board members are here today. In fact, I'll just ask the board members, raise your hand if we have any board members here. Yeah, we have at least one there. But many volunteers I see here in the audience, people who have gone along with us on this journey and who are there at the ready for tasks that need to be done. So if you see any of these folk in the community, thank them and say hi. All right, thank you.
All right. Sorry, Cheryl, she can't remember your last name. It's okay. I'm teasing. All right, so Willie talked about our advisory council. It takes a lot of collaboration, a lot of beautiful minds, and a lot of dedicated people to do this. This here is a snapshot of our executive team. So I currently serve as president. You have Willie, who is the founder, also acting as the vice president, Ross Yednock serving as our treasurer, and Miss Peggy Roberts, who is with us here today, who is serving as our secretary. So let's give them a round of applause, please. Another snapshot of our board of directors. We really pride ourselves in reminding ourselves that we don't do this work in silo. So there's so much experience that comes into this team. It's an intergenerational, cross-racial, cross-denominational approach to repairing the breach for wealth inequities for the descendants of enslaved African Americans in this community. So it's a lot of wealth of knowledge, right? I'm probably the youngest person on the team, and I'm not young anymore, so we need you guys to join us as well. So one of the things that we are mindful about is along this journey, along this path, we've created partnerships with Black businesses, right? So we chose to bank at Liberty Bank. For those who don't know, Liberty Bank is a Black-owned bank that's based out of Detroit. Our accounting firm is Montgomery and Company, also a Black firm based out of Detroit, Michigan. To the right, you have Flintstone SEO, who is our web developer, also an African-American male who is tremendous at making sure our website functions at the height that it does. We have Iwalomi Works, and then we have Robert Stokes, who is our financial advisor through Edward Jones, and he's helping with our endowment fund, right? So again, our goal has been to create an endowment. Just by show of hands, how many people know what an endowment is? Okay, what about you folks up front? Do you know what an endowment is? Right? So it's what's that, Willie? That's right. That's right. So so it's a learning curve for all of us because I mean 2.5 years ago, before starting this reparations project, I didn't know what an endowment was. And so, in summary, it's like this big pool of money that is left behind that can be dedicated towards building community, helping churches reshape themselves, helping with specific projects. So the benefit of an endowment is that it lasts for like a super, 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 super long time. And people understand that, and they understand that it's going to be a legacy, so they want to pour into it. And that's what we want to do as a part of the Justice League, is to create a legacy here in the city of Lansing and make it well known about the wealth disparities that we're experiencing and have people pour into it to help us pour into you. Okay? Okay. All right, so the next couple of slides are people who we've, oh, this is like on autopilot. Okay, there we go. So the next couple of slides is just to show you that, again, we don't do this work in silo, and we've kept elected officials abreast of this work, including Michigan State Senator Sarah Anthony. This here is a picture of an apology that we help usher into the city of Lansing. We had 13 churches, at least 7 to 8 different denominations, and some of those church people are here today. They participated in this apology, offering African Americans an apology, right? And what many people don't realize is that's never really happened, like from a formal acknowledgement of just saying, dude, I'm sorry, right? And then to talk about how we heal and build from there. So we brought the apology, and we've done the apology twice in the city of Lansing. Each time it's been a very impactful, organic turnout. And so we appreciate this community. We appreciate the churches that are involved, so much leadership. But then that also allows the Justice League to take a proactive approach. Okay, now that we've done the acknowledgement, we can say, what are we going to do next to close this gap, right? And so that's where we put on our capes and we get down to work. This is my mom, y'all. Yeah. She couldn't be here in person today, but I did tell her to tune in through the live stream. So if she wasn't having too many difficulties getting into her Google account, which she normally does, then she's probably watching. So hi, Mom. But my mom is an ardent supporter of the Justice League. It's always great to have your parent involved in these types of activities, things that she didn't believe that she would experience in her lifetime. And there's been one-on-one conversations I'll have with her when she's like, man, I wish my mom or my dad was here to experience this. So it lets me know that this intergenerational approach to what we're doing is so powerful. So we really do hope that you're willing to pass the torch forward. Okay. All right, so the next couple of slides are congregations who have invited the Justice League in to learn more, to learn more about our vision, our mission, but who've also taken a proactive approach to reparations. So this here is a picture of a check presentation at Edgewood United Church, which is located in East Lansing. This was done August 7th of 2023. To date, Edgewood has contributed the largest contribution to the reparations endowment, totaling a little bit over $170,000, right? And so what's really important to keep in mind is that there is no cookie cutter model to what churches are doing. It's them working with their ecclesial body, their leadership team, to say, this is how we want to participate, right? So where there's a will, there's a way. And so we're really, appreciative of the churches that have found a way to make this happen. So this is Edgewood. Can we give a round of applause, please? Okay. Let me see. There we go. All right, so this here is a check presentation at Sycamore Creek Church. It's pastored by Tom Arthur. And on this particular day, Tom and his congregation prayed for the Justice League, invited us in to talk to them about the work that we've been doing. Again, what you'll see is this pattern within churches who have been involved and taken a step forward, that they have been doing the work, whether it be over a decade or more, talking about racial justice, social justice, and having these dialogues and book reads as a congregation. And so Pastor Tom was just very proactive and supporting this with no hesitation. This is Lansing First Presbyterian Church, which I like to say is home of the Justice League. And I say that because Willie Bryan has attended Lansing First Presbyterian Church for more than 20 years, and so it's her family. And she's helped spearhead a lot of their discussions relating racial justice, social justice, and this is where the seed gets planted. At the height of George Floyd's murder, the congregation asked, what can we do to make this wrong right? And Willie, being Willie, said reparations. And, at that time, the response was, but through education and through dialogue and through understanding the legacy of slavery, its aftermath from a historical, political, spiritual vantage point, First Pres stepped to the plate and was the first church to pledge $100,000 towards the reparations endowment. So let's give them a round of applause. This, again, is Pastor Tom Arthur from Sycamore Creek. What's unique about his church's approach is they've committed to contributing 1% of their church's endowment over the next 3 years. And so we're very, again, appreciative of the work of his church. You can clap. It's church. You can clap. All right. This slide here is just a thank you slide. You know, the Justice League has its feet planted in the church, but as a result of our outreach and our engagement, we've been invited to spaces outside the church. For example, we visited Michigan State University Entomology Department, which is Willie's old stomping grounds. We've been invited to a seminary this fall, actually, where we will present. We've presented at financial institutions. We've presented to students that were abroad. So the message in which we're talking about repair is one that everyone can relate to. So we really help to, desensitize people to feeling like the word reparations is a scary word, right? So we choose the education route. So this is just a thank you to everyone who welcomes us into their spaces. Recently, we did a presentation for the 2024 SUSE students, which stands for the Study of the U.S. Institute of Civic Engagement. It was European students visiting from, I think, 14 to 15 European countries. And so again, education. This is a picture of our Mandela Fellows, the same fellows that wish all of our scholarship recipients well. The Mandela Fellows were visiting for the duration of 6 weeks. And so I had the opportunity to show them around the city of Lansing, to introduce them to African-American leaders here, persons like Michigan State Senator Sarah Anthony. So this here is just a list of our church supporters. I also want to just emphasize how important it's been to have acknowledgement and support from the faith community as well as the secular community. We wouldn't be able to do this if we didn't have that combination. So again, we want to thank First Presbyterian Church of Lansing, First Presbyterian Church of Holt, the Unity Spiritual Center of Lansing, Red Cedar Friends, All Saints Episcopal Church, Sycamore Creek Church, and Edgewood United Church of Christ. Let's give them one round of applause. All right. And so if you're interested in knowing more about the Justice League, you can visit our website at www.justiceleagueglm.org. You can also visit our website. You can also email us as well. And there will be information that people can take home with them today. Before we close out, I did want to mention that Senior Field Representative Ann Brown, once she heard about the disbursements that we were doing today, she asked if she could have the names of each of our recipients. Ann Brown works with Congresswoman Elissa Slotkin's office, and Congresswoman Elissa Slotkin has been very supportive in acknowledging the Justice League. Last year, she wrote a congressional record for us, acknowledging the momentum, acknowledging the community engagement, and just this reparations project overall. And so, on behalf of their office, they want to say congratulations. They also wanted to let you know that they're more than happy to write letters of recommendations, that they have different opportunities available. And so if you ever need a helping hand or a mentor, you're more than happy to reach out to Elissa Slotkin's office, specifically Ann Brown, okay? They also put together some congressional records for you, okay? So this one here is for Mr. Zachary Barker. We won't present them to everyone at this time, but I just wanted to let you know that Ann Brown was kind enough to do that for you, okay? All right. I wanted to remind people that if you're interested in attending a Justice League meeting. We meet virtually. We meet on the second Tuesday of every month for just an hour, and it's via Zoom. I mean, you can have coffee and keep your camera off. You can still join, but we welcome you, right, to be a part of that discussion, understand the decisions we're making behind the scenes, what our committees are doing, what our future plans are as it relates to housing and business entrepreneurship. More information can be found on our website as well. And I want to go ahead and close on that note. What's that, Willie? Oh. Yes. It's on here? Okay. Well, let me give context. So this last video that we'll show you, it's 2 minutes long, and it's really an introduction to the Justice League to show you how we've gotten to where we are, okay? So I'll play it.
The idea for the Justice League started a long time ago with me in my quest to be a change agent in my community. The Presbyterian Church has its national meeting. One of the initiatives put forth at that meeting was an apology to African Americans in this country for slavery.
I've always been involved with community development, community engagement, and so it was a natural inclination when Willie Bryan called me one day and said, "Hey, this is a project that I'm working on. What are your thoughts?"
As white Christians, we repent of our complicity in the belief in white supremacy. We have turned our backs and walked away, pretending not to see, yet we saw, pretending not to know, yet we knew.
I've been struck by the responses from my colleagues in the church and in the audience, especially among the black members of the audience, my black colleagues, how moving it was.
I want you to know we really appreciate it. You didn't have to do it, but you did, and I want you to know I thank you all, every one of you that came up here and said you were sorry. You thought enough to get up, had the decency, had the courage to get up and say, we're sorry. We're sorry what we did, what my forefather did to you. We're sorry. And I thank God for you.
To realize that my black brothers and sisters and fellow clergy people have been waiting to hear this brings it home in a different way. It's a liberating thing to name the demon.
All right. I want to do one more acknowledgement. If you are a Justice League volunteer, will you please stand? All Justice League volunteers stand. Yeah, let's give it up for them. We couldn't do this without you. We couldn't do this without you. We appreciate you. We lean on you. Thank you so much for keeping the organization strong. We also would like to take a photo, a group photo with our students here. We want to invite members from the advisory council as well as the board of directors to meet us on stage here. Okay? All right, so we will, oh, and Willie's reminding me that there's refreshments. What do we have? Surprise. Okay, so we'll take a photo, we'll have refreshments. Please meet with our recipients. You can take a look at their essays up here as well. Thank you all so much for being a supportive community. We appreciate you.